We are pleased to have joining us Lieutenant Governor Dewhurst. Lieutenant Governor, welcome back to Houston's Morning News. Great to have you with us.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's a beautiful morning in Houston. I'm here.
It is interesting. You have teamed up with 5 members of the Texas Senate. You sent a letter to Senate Majority Leader Reid, also House Speaker John Boehner. Tell me what that letter said.
Well, we just want to make sure that both Senator Reid and Speaker Boehner and Nancy Pelosi, because we copied her, understand that in the states all around the country, and particularly right here in Texas, you've got state officials, you've got senators, you've got House members who just cannot understand the decision by the Obama administration not to approve the permit for the Keystone XL pipeline. I mean, when you look at it, Matt, I mean, this is a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. I've been in the oil and gas business all my life. I've built pipelines. We have the technology to be able to build these pipelines, not harm the environment. And this pipeline, which, well, first let me say that this is a bill that is co-sponsored in the Senate by Senator Cornyn, and we're asking not only Harry Reid, but also John Boehner and Nancy Pelosi to pass it, both houses. And the Keystone XL pipeline not only creates 20,000 jobs, but I've gone back and taken a look at the economic studies. 118,000, Matt, 118,000 related jobs, $20 billion of economic activity. And here in Texas, it creates jobs for Texans. It creates $2 billion worth of economic activity.
Lieutenant Governor, they will come back and they will say to you, the greenie weenies will say to you, it's because this particular crude is dirtier than the light crude that we're importing from Saudi Arabia. And, oh, by the way, you probably heard that Canada went to China and they will sell China some of this crude.
Well, no, that's the first part I differ with. The second part is right. In other words, we're importing right now some of the very similar crude from other countries, and this 830, almost 900,000 barrels a day of coming down to Texas will help our refineries. It'll help our economy, and I'd much rather see it coming to Texas and being refined than going to China with all of our current challenges with China.
Well, and absolutely, Lieutenant Governor, but the Obama administration, of course, as you suggested earlier, doesn't quite see it that way. Lieutenant Governor, I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't talk to you about the Senate race, so when we come back, let's talk a little bit about where you are there. Lieutenant Governor, running for the Senate seat of Kay Bailey Hutchison, are you frustrated, as we all are, with the unknown primary date here in the state of Texas?
Oh, Matt, you bet. I mean, I've spent a huge amount of time over the last 3 or 4 weeks trying to work with the Attorney General's office, trying to work with our fine state party chairman, Steve Munisteri from Houston. I've been trying to work with the senators. We've had a barrage of calls from congressmen and women on the maps. And for the viewers who may not understand this is simply, ladies and gentlemen, the Texas legislature drew maps, and almost immediately there were lots of different plaintiff and special interest groups that wanted changes. This was consolidated over in San Antonio, and back in November, the 3-judge, if I might add, activist court.
Oh, you can add that all you want because you're right.
Completely redrew all 3 maps, saying words to the effect, almost quote unquote, we've substituted our judgment for what's best for the legislature. Well, they in the Senate map, for instance, where there was no objection from the Obama Department of Justice. Just think about that. No objection. They redrew 29 of our 31 districts. We appealed to the United States Supreme Court. Many said that the court would not take our appeal. They took it in 2 days. Oral arguments were on January the 9th. 9 days later, Matt, they absolutely slapped the hands of the 3 judges, vacated all 3 maps, sent it back to them because we had told them time is of the essence.
Right.
You see, Matt, the bottom line is if we don't get an April primary, we're going to deprive the voters here in our great state of Texas the chance to have an influence on the presidential primary.
And Lieutenant Governor, I think that our listeners are as frustrated as I hear in your voice. I want to thank you for your time. And again, as we move forward here, want to welcome you back.
Sure.
And hopefully in April we will have that primary and we'll certainly talk. Thank you for your time, Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst, this morning.
Bye-bye.